Okay. Um, Trying to figure out which way is best to do this, but I just wanted to come on here quickly and say hi and hello. For those of you who do not know, my name is Jeanette, aka Sweet Jean. It is late. I don't know. I think it's like gonna be 2 in the morning, and I don't have my desk in here anymore. I don't have my filming camera, so I have to go live because I don't have the editing tool to do what I normally do with my videos. So I'm going to be going live, and I don't expect anybody or a whole lot of people to get on here. Oh, I think I may have a couple of people on. Hi, Alyssa. I just wanted to come on here quickly and let everybody know that I'm doing okay. I was in the hospital about a week ago for a week. Um, I woke up and I was confused. And the first thing when I wake up is I grab my phone and I start checking my social media, like Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. And I know it's late. Um, and I couldn't work my phone. And the screens looked so different to me on my phone, and I couldn't understand. And I thought, well, maybe my phone didn't update in the middle of the night, and it updated my phone, and so it doesn't look the same. But I don't remember accepting the update because usually I'll postpone it, or I'll physically push the button to update. So anyhow, I got up and I was gonna go lay in my parents' room because their bed is really nice and comfy and it's cool and it's dark in there. And I couldn't turn the light on. Like the light switch is on the wall, and there's a bookcase against that wall, but there's an opening about that big that I have to stick my hand and flip the switch up. And so I was putting my hand in there, but I couldn't find the switch, and the bookcase was starting to wobble, and I was like, whatever, I don't need it. And then so I went to go to the bathroom, and I couldn't turn the light on. Like it was early in the morning, so it was still pretty dark, so I had to turn the light on. And then I called out to my mom and I said, Mom, the bathroom light's out, we need bulbs. And so she comes in there and she flips the switch, and the light turns on. And she goes, Mija, you were putting the heater on. And I said, I was? I said, okay. And so I went to the ladies' room, and then I was messing with the lock and I couldn't unlock the door. And so I was like, okay, I'm still half asleep. I just need to wake up. So I washed my face, brushed my teeth, and I went to the door, and I really had to concentrate on turning the knob and turning the lock and the knob to open the door. So the door opens, and then I come to my room and I can't turn the fan on, like the switch. And so I'm just so confused. So I go to the kitchen where my mom's there. She's having her coffee. And I sit with her and I said, I'm confused. And she says, well, what do you mean? I said, I was messing with the light switch. I couldn't turn it on in your room. Then I went to the bathroom and I'm turning the wrong switch. Then I come to my room and I can't work the fan. And I said, and then my phone, I can't, my phone looks different. And so she doesn't have a Samsung, so her phone looks different than my phone. So I'm like trying to show her how I'm pushing certain buttons like YouTube, but YouTube's not coming up. it's like Bixby or something else. And then I powered off my phone and powered it back on, thinking maybe it'll reset or I don't know. And I still couldn't work the phone. And so I said, I don't know, Mom. I'm confused. I I don't know what's wrong with me. So she says, maybe you should call your doctor and let them know. So I called my doc. Well, I told her, I said, can you get on my phone and go to my contacts? Hi. So I told my mom, I said, can you go to my phone and go to my contacts and look for my doctor? I have it under Dr. C for my chemotherapy or for my oncologist. So she dials it for me, and then I said, oh, okay, it's ringing. And so I called to talk to the nurse, and I said, I need to leave a message. I'm confused. I don't know what's wrong. I think something's wrong. And so I'm trying to explain to her all these different things that are simple, everyday things that I'm not being able to do. And I'm like getting nervous and I'm getting confused. And I feel like 2 years ago, I um, went delirious in the hospital. My ammonia levels, I don't remember if they elevated or if they dropped, but they went to the extreme of what typical or normal ammonia levels should be. And I went delirious and I couldn't remember anything. And I lost 2 days. And when I woke up, I didn't know what year it was. They asked me what year it was. I didn't know what year it was. They asked me who the president was. This was 2 years ago, and I said it was George Bush. And then I knew I had gotten it wrong. I knew I was answering incorrectly because everybody, my sister, my mom, and the doctor were there, and they were just kind of like, okay, well, what's two plus two? And I said, four? And they said, what's two times two? And I said, well, two plus two is one number, and two times two can't be the same number because you're plusing one and you're timesing the other, right? So I was confused. So that was 2 years ago, and I didn't recognize my son. And I felt like the room was on fire, and I started to pull off my gown, and I was in a delirious state. And so, like when I was in the hospital this past week for a week, when I was calling my nurse, I said, I'm starting to feel confused the way I was when I went into delirious state 2 years ago. She says, okay, well, if you go to the hospital, call us and let us know, and I'll let your doctor know. But in the meantime, I'll leave a message with your doctor. I said, okay. So I hung up the phone, and then I went to grab a spoon. I think I was gonna eat Jello, and I couldn't use the spoon. Like it was foreign for me to hold the spoon and to like scoop. And so I just was like, so I just stuck my finger in it and I swirled it around, and then I like shook the Jello out into my mouth because I couldn't use the spoon. I didn't know how to use a spoon. And I looked at my mom and I had tears in my eyes, and I said, I need to go to the emergency room. So they took me to the emergency room, and sure enough, my ammonia levels were way off. So they started working quickly to get my ammonia levels back because it was the same hospital that I was in when I went delirious. Not yeah, delirious 2 years ago. Um, I was there for a week, and I couldn't. When I got to the hospital to check in, I mean to the emergency room to check in, the lady was like, "Put your social security in the keypad." So my social security, I know it by heart. I don't have to look at it, my card. And usually I'm like, da 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 da, right? And so I was like confused, and I'm like really trying to concentrate, and I'm like, no, number, number, number. I was like, oh, I messed up. So I looked at the lady. I said, I'm sorry, I messed up. And she goes, that's okay. I'll clear it and you can put your number in. I said, okay. So she clears it, and then I start putting in my social. and I go four numbers in and I forget where I'm at in the series of numbers. And I looked at her and I said, I'm sorry, I think I put the wrong number in again. She goes, okay, let me clear it. Try it again. So I'm like really trying to concentrate on putting in my social. And I looked at her and I started crying and I said, I'm sorry. Um, I'm confused and I can't. And so she says, okay, that's fine. What's your name and your date of birth? And so I gave it to her and she looked it up and she said, I can't find you in the system. I said, well, you should. I mean, I've been here plenty of times. And then my mom walks up because I don't know. I think she was talking to a nurse or she was talking to a doctor. I'm not sure, but the lady goes, well, how do you spell your last name? So I give her my last name, and then she goes, okay, now what's your date of birth? And then I look at my mom, and then my mom tells her, because I'm like, I don't want to get it wrong again. And so she puts in my date of birth, and she's, oh, okay, here you are. What seems to be the problem? I said, um, I'm having trouble remembering things, and I'm confused. I can't work my phone. I don't know how to hold a spoon, this, that, and the other. So she's like, okay. So they took me back. That was when I was entering the ER, and then they took me back, and then, sure enough, my ammonia levels were off. So I spent a week in the hospital, and they got me back. They got me back to where I was, well enough to release me. But the first couple of days in the hospital, I didn't have my cell phone with me because I said, why do I need it? I don't even know how to work it. And I still thought maybe I did something to it. That's why it wasn't working. So I grabbed the hospital phone and I couldn't remember my parents' phone number. And they've had that number since, I was born in this home. And I couldn't get it. And then I couldn't remember my son's phone number. And so I was like, oh, like, so finally, as the days progressed, my mom called the hospital and she found out what room I was in and then she called me. So my phone rang and I'm like, Mom, I'm sorry. I've been trying to call you to give you an update because I told her, go home. There's no need for you to stay. They're going to take care of me and I'll call you with an update. So she was like, okay, if you're sure. And I said, yeah, I'm okay. They're going to take care of me. But then I couldn't call her to give her an update because I couldn't remember the phone number. So she ended up finding me and calling me, and I said, "I'm sorry, Mom, I didn't call you to give you an update. I couldn't. I don't know. I had trouble using the phone. Like you have to turn the button on. It says on and off, and then you have to dial nine, and then you have to dial the number. And I don't even remember if I had to put the area code or not. I don't think you did, because it was like a landline phone. Anyway, so then I got to talk to my son, and I know he was worried. And I said, don't worry, they're gonna take care of me, and I'll get back. I'll get back to normal. So that's what happened to me. A week. I've been out a little over a week, but I was in the hospital for about a week. And then they finally got me back to good levels. I had to get platelets because my red blood cells were low as usual. They're always running low. I'm anemic. I have low red blood cells. I have low white blood cells. So my doctor wants me to go in next week to continue on chemo because I can't be off of it for too long. And the chemo that she has me on is actually working. But she's going to add this shot, and for the life of me, I can't remember the name of it right now. But she's going to give me a shot that it's like a thing that they put on you, and you go have chemo, and then the next day, that little thing, it's like a sticker, and it has, I guess, like a ejection of a needle with medication, and 24 hours from having the chemo. it gives me a shot, and then I could peel it off and throw that away. But that's to help boost my white blood cells. So finally, I'm going to be getting something to help boost my white blood cells because I'm prone to infection and my white blood cells are so low that if I were to get an infection, it would take forever to heal or to recover because I don't have the white blood cells to heal or recover me. So I'm always wearing my mask. Even before the COVID and the pandemic and all that, I was encouraged by my doctor to wear a mask in public because of my low white blood cells. But since the pandemic, I've been wearing a mask whenever I have to go outdoors or anywhere where there's other people because I'm more susceptible to catching an infection or catching anything. So anyhow, I'm sick. I'm sick. To breast cancer. Sorry for my English. I come from Amsterdam. I pray. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um, so you're in Holland, so I'm guessing you're about 6 hours ahead of me. So it's probably morning time. You're probably 6 or 8 hours ahead of me. And it's about 2 in the morning, more or less, right now. And so I have this wrinkle right here, but it's this it's this headphone. Hi, Sherry. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I know it's late. I really didn't expect much, if anybody, on at this time. I just wanted to go live to get a video out because I don't have a camera. My phone memory is full. I don't have the memory on my phone. 10:30 in the morning. Good morning. um, I don't have enough memory on my phone for another video. And so my vlogging camera that I had that my boyfriend at the time bought me isn't working. So I have an old camera that I just got out of storage and I need to figure out how to set it up because when I try to take video, it's really dark and it's almost grainy and it's not a very good high quality camera at all. And so I need to figure out and mess with the settings so I can put more videos out. And then hopefully, I don't have a laptop, but I don't know how I'm going to edit the video. So I'm probably just going to do a one shot and then however it comes out is how it comes out. Since I don't have an editing program and I don't have a laptop to upload it to, so I'll have to upload it through Wi-Fi just as is. So I mean, I'm such um, I'm so disorganized. But anywho's, the chemotherapy that I'm on is called Enhertu, and it's been working, so I'm happy about that. Um, I go see my diabetic doctor next week on the 13th, and because I am diabetic, my numbers have always been like the first time was really high when they took my blood because I had just had like a large glass of orange juice. Um, thank you. Um, Large glass of orange juice with a biscuit with jelly, and then when I went to the doctor, she did blood work on me, so my blood sugar was like really high, and so but typically my blood sugar isn't that's not normal for me. It's just so happened that I had like a lot of sugar with the orange juice and with the biscuit and with the jelly. And so anyhow, I've been doing a lot better with the diabetes. Like I've lost some weight and my numbers are always like in the 100 or lower. If I have anything sweet, it might be like 120, 130, but it's still good because my goal is 120. or below. And that's like something that my endocrinologist encouraged, to be around that number. So I'm always real good. And I'm supposed to take medication, which I take one a day, um, for the diabetes, and then I take one a day for the thyroid because she says I have hypothyroidism. So I'm all kinds of broken. I'm all kinds of broken. Me and my um, there's certain things that I sometimes keep private, but I'm no longer with my boyfriend, or I don't. We broke up, or we're going through a rough patch, and so that is hard or sad on me and my heart because when you're with someone for years and years and you get to know them, hi, when you get to know them so well, thank you, Lee. Um, and it, it, I mean, I don't know what the future holds, so my heart just won't. My heart can't just stop caring or loving a person just because of a misunderstanding or an argument, or you know what I mean. Like you have your rough patches, but that doesn't mean you stop loving someone. Is what I'm trying to say. So it hurts, but sometimes things happen for a reason. Um, yeah, yeah. Things happen for a reason, and you just have to trust in God. And I'm not going to push God away because I'm going through a hard time. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm just rambling. I'm just rambling now. So now you guys know. Um, going through. I went through a breakup, and I don't know if it's forever or if we're gonna get back together. It's something to think about. If the opportunity comes up, it's something to think about. And if the opportunity doesn't come up, then it obviously, it's over for good. And I wish him nothing but the best. And I don't want anybody to make any bad comments because, I still care. Um, and anybody who does leave any bad comments or is rude about it, those comments are going to get blocked. So just hoping that you guys respect, you know, that part of my request as far as comments goes. And I know you guys are all kind-hearted and loving and supportive. But there's always that one person that sometimes sneaks in and is rude or says something rude. And so I've never understood that, you know, but, it is what it is. So, anyhow, and then I'll be getting back on my chemo hopefully next week, after my visit on the 13th. Oops, sorry. Um, so I miss you guys, and sorry I haven't been on. I have been sick. I have uh, been, having terminal cancer and having to be on chemotherapy. Uh, yes, I know, Lee. I try to, I lost my train of thought. Every so often, like, I get scared because my short-term memory is not the way it used to be. And my doctor, before I had this ER visit, my doctor, I brought it up to my doctor, and she's like, well, sometimes, people get confused or get a foggy brain, and they call it chemo brain. And she says, and then, also with age, The older you get, the shorter your short-term memory can be. It just depends. So every so often, whenever I have um, to recall something and I can't recall right away, it bothers me and it scares me because I don't want to I don't want to lose my memory. You know what I mean? um, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my brain. They did a brain scan and everything came out fine. When I was in the hospital, they did do a brain scan because I was confused, and they're like, "Did you hit your head? Um, was there a change in medication?" And blah blah blah. And I'm like, "No, no, no. I mean, everything is just I woke up confused. So anyhow, I am rambling and I'm talking in circles. It is, I think, 2 in the morning or thereabouts. So I am a little bit tired, but um, thank you, Alyssa. Yeah, chemotherapy. Chemotherapy gives people chemo brain, fog brain, um, and then I'm getting older too, so my memory isn't all that sharp as I used to be. So I play online, like poker. Yeah, I play poker online to try to keep my brain thinking and busy. Like I don't know. I just feel like I have to be more alert, and I feel like the poker. Yeah, I feel like the poker, the Texas Hold'em helps me use my brain. Um, good, but exciting. Just move on. Yeah, yeah, just move on. Okay, so I can't think of anything else to update you guys with. Still without a filming. I mean, I have a filming camera, but I need to fix the the settings, and I'm not a photographer, so I don't know. Yes, poker is good for the soul. I'm not a photographer, so I don't know anything about settings. And I do want to paint this room. I've already bought the paint. I just need to, wipe the walls down. Yeah, old woman with cancer, me. Oh, sorry to hear about anybody who has cancer. It's, I don't know, just a sad thing. Anybody, children especially. But I want to paint this room. I bought the paint. It's like a very light pale pink. So I do want to do that. And then I do want to get a small side desk so I can at least put like a tripod on there so I can do videos a little bit more professional. Um, stage 4, yep, me too. Good luck, Mary, with your cancer treatment. Um, there goes my brain. Oh yes, I wanted to paint this room. I do want to look on like Facebook Marketplace or like secondhand stores and maybe buy a small desk so I can put, like I said, put my tripod on there. I have a camera. I just need to figure out the settings so that way I can put my videos out. Um, and my videos are just mostly updates, how I'm doing. Um, Pretty much it. I like to ramble and I like to talk a lot and I like to go in circles. Obviously, I don't like to go in circles, but I go in circles a lot. I lose my train of thought. So, this is more like a diary of my life and, everything that I'm going through and have been through. So, I'm going to be ending this live. I talk a lot, I ramble too. It's normal. Um, I'm going to be ending this live, but if any of you guys have any questions for the next couple of minutes, I can answer some questions. And then I'm just going to wrap it up because it's getting to be 30 minutes on here. And I know you guys that it's late and I need to also get to sleep pretty soon. So I don't sleep my Saturday away. Oh, have you guys heard about the Brian Landry and Gabby Petito case? I've been following that on YouTube and I just can't believe everything that's unfolded so far. Um, he went, Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie were two young people in their early 20s traveling. I can't sleep anymore anyway. Yeah. They went traveling cross country in her van, looking at camping out, checking out the sights, going like hiking trails. Anyways, he left her. The Gabby case is so sad. Yes, I know. He left her there, and that was in Wyoming, I think, or Utah. He is found. No, I don't think Brian has been found. I think he's still missing, or not missing. He's on the run, or he's hiding. I really don't think he's a missing. And I think his parents know exactly where he's at, or an idea of where he's at, and they're probably not. I mean, they're protecting him. Um, I feel sorry for Brian's family. They don't deserve how they have been treated by the public and media. Yep. Maybe did. Yep. Yeah, I think they're protecting him or they kind of know what's going on and that's their son. So I, I have a son and he's right around that same age. I'm like, don't you and hate it. It makes me sad. Oh. Um, I have a son and I don't know how far I would go to protect him, but also little things I can maybe like protect him with, but for something serious like that, it's like you made your bed, now you have to lie in it, and mama and daddy can't protect you. Even if it wasn't an accident, he, it's just crazy. And I understand that, I don't understand actually, um, how he could just lawyer up and not speak one word and just hide and not say anything, but they should leave the family alone. Yeah, I think it's because they think they know more than what they're saying and they just want some closure. But yeah, the public and the protesters can be fierce and unrelenting. And I'm sure their neighbors don't appreciate it either. Um, I just really hope that he is found. I really hope he's not taken his, life. Just makes him look worse. Yeah, they are. Um, I just hope that he's found. I hope that he didn't take his life. God forbid. I don't think that he would or that he has. And I do hope that he's found. And I do hope that he comes clean if he has anything to do with it because right now we don't at all, you know, all roads lead to him, but really until I mean, everybody could say it's obvious that it was him, that he had something to do with it, or he knows more than what he's saying, but we don't know 100% for sure, I guess. But I feel like 95% that it's him, just in my own opinion. And, we can agree to disagree, but I think he had something to do with her death or was responsible for it. Um, And it's crazy because so many people have come up missing or dead in that area within that month in or within a few weeks. Young guy, he didn't hurt her. Now he's scared. Oh, well, that could be it. Yeah. I mean, there's multiple things, a number of things that could be the answer, but we don't know. So anyhow, all right, guys, I really appreciate, yeah. I really appreciate you guys joining me so late, and I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. Um, like I said, I don't go. I think this is my second live, and I get confused on how to how to turn it off or how to close out. But thank you guys so much for supporting me and for being so kind. Thank you for all my OG subscribers. I love you guys. Oh, and if you're new and you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. And yeah, I'm going to try and get some sleep. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, let me figure out how to turn this off. Let me see.